Hey guys, so I just wanted to hop on today. I'm going to be doing some makeup stuff, but I wanted to show you around. I quickly just wanted to show you, this is my air conditioner that I'm very happy about. I just angled it so that you can, just like most things, you can kind of propeller it one direction or another. So as I'm sitting here at the desk I created, I can definitely really appreciate that I put it in the other day. I have, if you watched my video the other day, I have some of my art supplies, my regular art supplies, as in paintbrushes, pens, pencils, all kinds of things, painting supplies, more than I could even itemize right now. All mixed in here. I do of course have my regular makeup, so I'm gonna try and make a conscious effort to have one group of items as far away from the other as I possibly can. While I'm filming makeup, I'm gonna be pushing those things over, and while I'm filming canvas things, and maybe I'll do like some jewelry making, some bead art, some, just general freehand things that I like to do. I've been trying to post more of a variety of videos. I've been doing some vlogging recently. I'm still trying to find my niche of what I think goes over best on my channel, and a mix of what I'm most comfortable posting. I'm still kind of getting more accustomed to being, on more frequently, now that I'm able to, which is its own blessing. And that's what I'm sort of working on. Of course, the reason that everybody's laid off is similar, but it does mean that I have more time to do artistic things that I wouldn't otherwise be able to. It does mean that I've been able to work out like I was showing you earlier. I've been consistently doing yoga in the mornings, consistently going for walks every day. I've been doing kettlebell workouts. I actually use a kettlebell for my legs too, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a video of that. I'm waiting for a couple different Amazon items to come in that are workout related, so those should be in within the next few days, I guess. So maybe I'll wait and film everything all at once. But I ordered just some smaller equipment stuff. I can't really fit like large equipment inside the house. Like I'll never have room for like a treadmill or something like that, but I have like an ab roller and some foam rollers coming, an armband for my phone, some push-up, variation tools, just like little stuff, some yoga tools. I realized when I opened my last order from wherever I had ordered from, I ordered foam blocks like for yoga, but I only got one, which is kind of a bummer because either I didn't read it the right way or I should be getting another one in the mail. I'm not really sure yet, and I think I got it on like an overstock website, so I think it's not even really worth looking into, but it's just a little bit annoying, so I might be ordering more of those. Just have like one extra foam block for pigeon pose or something. It's really the only single block activity I can think of. I have noticed with working out more has brought on more migraines, which is frustrating to say the least. I started recently on medication called Topamax, which is going to be helping me with my migraine days. Previously, it's just a little bit of a backstory. I'm somebody who had really bad migraines all throughout high school, early college years, and then the last couple years they've given me not a complete break, but a significantly less of an occurrence. And it seems like suddenly within the last month or two, I don't know if it's just stress of being laid off or stress from any number of things, but I've started getting them back again, and it just became more than I was comfortable with, more than I felt comfortable with, like capable of handling. So I had to go to the neurologist, and so I'm back on a daily medication for that, which is, it's frustrating because it's something that I worked really hard the last few years, and I thought that I had overcome that through meditation, through doing yoga, through, better eating habits, through just different lifestyle together. And I guess from what the neurologist decided, the way he laid it out for me is that unfortunately this is, people who have migraines have them for their whole lives, and the reality is it is something that's plagued my family for years. My mom's generation and all three of my siblings, I don't know about my dad's side, but all three of my maternal siblings and all of my nieces that I can think of. I honestly, more family members than not. So, for one person I know it's coffee and red meat helps them with their headaches, which is, okay, you get the extreme caffeine release there, which is sort of what you get with an Excedrin over the counter, okay. And then for, a number of other people, it's just, an extremely hot shower helps release the tension in your shoulders, which is what I get because, like my sister, very, people in my family who are female tend to be very top heavy, so it's the bra straps all day, it's the, with jogging and sports bras, like I'm confident that's at least it's at least a large part of it. I'm not going to kid myself, I think it is a large contributor. Fact of life. But it's annoying to have to go through just a process of elimination of, like, I feel like my body is like punishing me for doing a lot of the right things. Like, I'm not eating fried food, I'm not having ice cream, I'm not having, my portion sizes are smaller, so it's just frustrating to still feel like, I don't know, it's not a sugar headache, it's not a, ate too much headache, it's just a headache. It is just, it's hard because I'm trying to find motivation to get up and be consistent with working out every day, as I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say, but to get bogged down and you feel like you've gotten hit by a train on a track and you're like not capable of moving. Like, I got up at like, I don't even know, like 4 a.m. this morning just to get in the shower and let the hot water sit on my neck until the hot water ran out, and just to like sit up, I felt as if I had like bobblehead proportions, like as if my head was just like too heavy for the rest of my body to support it. So it's something that I'm gonna have to continue to figure out, and the fluctuation of, kids' schedules, whether one of them's here, one of them's there, both of them are here, none of them are here. I still need to find energy to get up for myself, and obviously for them to do more involved activities with them, even if it's just to watch a show if I'm not feeling well, or just to supervise them outside, even if I can't run around because of the pressure. Like, that sucks. It's not what I would prefer to do, but it really sucks to have a health condition pop up and try and mitigate. And it's an invisible illness, in the sense that, people will look at me and say, oh, I'm young and I'm healthy and I'm, usually posting salads or smoothies that I made on Instagram. So, like, to see me moving slower or having light sensitivity or whatever, a lot of people will be like, oh, what's wrong with you? And it's not, I can comfortably say, like, I'm having like 2 migraine days a month now. It's not anywhere near what it was without Topamax, but it's very difficult. And to say, like, okay, well, right now I don't have the stress from the job, so it's not that. I don't have the stress from, just the day-to-day congestion of traffic. I don't have the, customer-facing stress, whatever you want to give it. So to say, like, this is my baseline, like, if it's just me, even with doing meditation and even with doing yoga and even with doing fasting and hydrating, like, this is me, this is my baseline. Like, I'm still gonna have days where I just feel wiped out, like, at 26. Like, that part's really infuriating. Sorry, that was my completely unplanned rant of what I've been dealing with the last few weeks. And I just want to say thanks for listening, thanks for watching. I really am, excited to be able to have this space. I'm very grateful and proud of myself for making this purchase, grateful for having this space out here, even though it's legitimately, 30 feet from from my house. It's just nice to be able to be out here to meditate and have a floor space to put my yoga mat down and come out here and create some mystical, magical stuff for you guys. So I'm contemplating within the next few weeks, I'm hoping to be able to post some new things to my Etsy page, which I haven't updated in ages. I was posting, this is going back like 4 years. I had postings on there where I was getting canvas regularly from a distributor I really liked. I was getting like 13 or 11 blank canvases at a time, and then I would just, it was kind of liberating to put my own ideas up, and I gave some art away to different people at different points in my life. One to my cousin who's a massage therapist. I gave this big, like, 3-panel volcano piece to, former people I knew in my previous life. I gave, like, some concept art to for different things that they were dealing with. I'll have to see if, as I go back through my older Ever album postings and things like that, if I can find anything, I will absolutely share it on here. But I think it is definitely time to delve into another art of a different kind. So let me see. Plug my light in. USB port. There we go. Ready? Let there be light. Ta-da! Oh gosh, so I did some extractions the other day. If you noticed in my handheld videos that I took on my phone, I had much more redness, and I think that was just a mixture of lighting and some skin inflammation. I'm still having a lot of luck with my Clean and Clear, so just a multi-daily moisturizer that I really enjoy. It just has enough of the salicylic acid to prevent acne from getting larger than it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm still using tea tree oil. I've been using coconut oil for my hair. So I'm trying to get it to be a little less orange. But in the process, I have to also take care of it. So I did my undercut trimming the other day, and getting the V shape, because I really want to go through and show you guys the back of my head, because I have no idea what my hair looks like today. It looks like nonsense. But I have like that V shape undercut, and I really went through. I had like my buzz trimmer in one hand, a handheld here, and a handheld on one of the shelves opposite, so I was like trying to really, it was definitely like playing the most dangerous game. I'm not ready for hair salons and taking the risk yet, so as much as I would love to get to that point, I'm just not there yet. I'm going to be recreating, what do we want to do today? I think I'm gonna do like my version of like the Hollywood starlet, like Marilyn Monroe makeup. My hair isn't quite that blonde, so I'm not gonna be able to pull it off in the way that I'd like to. But yeah. Do I want to do that today? I think I will do that today. My current hair is a lot more warrior princess. I don't really have the big fluffy Hollywood hair, but I think we're gonna do that. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna use my brush to blend just to show you the difference. I prefer Beauty Blender for a lot of reasons, but the brush does give you more full coverage. More coverage. Using a sponge of any kind obviously absorbs part of the product. That's a risky run. Whereas the Beauty Blender will give you more of a natural, can give you more of a natural finish. It can also result in, one, it's a bitch to clean. And my partner can attest to this. He's done it, I've done it. He's tried to be nice before and like clean my makeup brushes for me. That was it was really sincere and awesome of him, but it was the first time he like saw behind the curtain of like how much makeup it absorbs. He's like, why would you want to pay this much for makeup and then have a sponge absorb it all? And I was like, what did I know? So I think I still have a soft spot for brushes. If you look closely, like I have my mirror here that I'm looking into, like I can see brush strokes, but then obviously even from this far away, my laptop camera is less than a foot away from me, you really can't read them. And it's one of those things where like only you know that they're there. Really? Like, who else is gonna give a crap? And honestly, if you're somebody like me who does a bunch of different contour layers and things in between now and then, you know, like you want to make sure your base face is good because, again, cracks in your foundation, just like house, is a bad idea. So as you can see, I did everything just now except for the eye area. I'm just gonna take a quick moment to do my second coat of foundation. You don't need to see that. And I'm gonna do my setting powder just to save a little bit of video time because I know I spent a lot of time monologuing at the start of this one. So I'm gonna be packing the powder on today because, again, it's supposed to be Hollywood. Starlet, sort of Marilyn Monroe type makeup. And you will never not see a picture where Marilyn doesn't look like extra pasty. She didn't really have contour like as we know it today, but there was some powder packing. That's why you'll see I'm actually using puff. Unfortunately, because of the combination of natural light and my ring light, it's sort of translating as yellow, which is unfortunate. Promise you, you're gonna have to just to trust me a little bit with shade matching here. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring anyway, just to make my heart and soul feel better. But, that's just me. Alright, so we're going to... I find myself without a red lip liner, so I'm going to just very carefully do a less drastic version of what I did with the Harley Quinn makeup. Just use like a darker liner, just sort of blend the two. Let's see. No, not quite there yet. I'm gonna do lips. The first step for lips in just a little bit. Right now, I think I'm gonna start by taking... Don't judge me. Going to pick my brush because I finished my water already and that's what we're up to. I decided against dipping my makeup brush in coffee. It's the better way to put that. So I'm taking the powder I'm going to be using for my contour and I'm just sort of slowly brushing up. You can see that already makes a massive difference between how cakey I looked a minute ago. I tend to do a decently severe looking brow, what a lot of people would consider a high brow. This part here is how high my brow naturally grows, and then for the most part, this part grows in really light. So I feel like I've been stenciling my brows one way or another since I learned just to put mascara on. Like, it was just this, like, second nature type thing. Alright, so this is just like this caramel, coffee colored light brown that is going to go underneath my cheekbones in just a second. I know, when I get really into stuff, I usually end up making little sounds like that. Try to do like these little individual brush strokes up so it doesn't look like such a block. to do just a little bit of shade and shadow. I'm gonna do more of a defined brow after I blend this all together, but just want to create the idea of where I want those to be. And then, so I'm going to come right in under here. So I more or less go in front of my ear, and then I blend up. Sort of pack this color in. Yeah, I'm gonna look crazy for a few minutes. And that is a-okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. And again, we want this under eye set before we put any type of eyeshadow on, because, like, really, truly, 100%, not like mostly set. We want it caked and baked, because if we get to the point where we want a really crisp looking eye, we want to be able to just brush the fallout away from the eyeshadow. We don't want to be able to, we don't want to not be able to brush the fallout, really is the only way to say that I can think of at this point in time. Alright. So we're going to set this down for a sec. I'm actually going to take my brush I had for my brows earlier, my thin little angle brush, because actually I am going to dust just a bit of this off because my powder on my nose looks a little chunky. I'm not going to put any more powder on, I'm just going to take the puff that I had earlier, sort of come in around the nose bone. Alright, so we're just going to follow. There. You want to keep from putting too much pressure on the brush because that's going to make it fan out, and that's really not what you want here. You want kind of a precise, parallel situation. See? Use that terrifying little plastic surgery vibe. But you can see, even without brushing everything out right now, you're already starting to see like that super snatch. Alright, so I'm gonna blend this off camera for a little bit, just to save a little time. Alright, so I promise it's not gonna stay like this. I just want to show you, even though I look like terrifying version of Posh Spice right now, this is the beginnings of the blending together. I'm actually gonna throw this light on to my right, this light on above me. And yeah, I still look crazy, but this is the blending process. I actually do have the finishing powder that's going to go over all of these. I wanted to show you, this is the blending process of marrying together the forehead, the nose contour, the under cheek contour, and then I did a little bit of contouring of the lips. So you can see there's like the little bit of shading around the lip area as well. I used a pencil that was black because that's what I found and I'm impatient. I've been slowly blending together with a combination of brown shadows and the contour mix that I have. But I'm confident that in a few minutes I will wow you all. Okay, so I know I'm starting to look a little bit RuPaul's Drag Race. I put my hair in a wig cap, even if this doesn't end in a wig, which I don't think it will. It's just too hot right this minute, even with AC on. I just needed my hair out of my face because I was doing this super detail. I put the white in under to carve out my brow bone. I put this pale sort of teal in, and then I was blending in this is my Ride or Die, the Fenty Beauty in, I really should know what shade it is. It's called Uncensored. So I'm going to continue blending because I don't really want such a harsh eyeline either. And then I think after that I'm going to continue putting the blending in the last of the powder, because you can see even here my right side is a lot more blended, so just the difference that a little bit more blending makes, just the difference here. And even with, if I move my ring light around, this side is much smoother than this side. So I'm going to do a little bit more blending. I just want to show you quickly what the difference is. I'm going to go over my eyebrows a little bit more, and then I'm going to put a regular lipstick in on top of this to give it more of like the traditional burgundy vintage Hollywood glam. Stay tuned. Give me 3 seconds. I'll be right back. Magic of blending, kids. Significantly better. I know I still have sort of a harsher line here, but I'm kind of digging that. Slowly turning into the Black Swan instead of Marilyn Monroe, but you know what? This is my channel. This is what you're here for. All the drag sort of makeup that I end up doing, regardless of how natural and simple I try and be to begin with. But you know what? Whatever. Marilyn Monroe's makeup was not simple. So I'm going to do my setting spray before I continue. This is just an e.l.f. illuminating mist and set. e.l.f. is very wallet friendly, very good quality stuff. One of my other setting powders is from them. Alright, so that's my quick little mist and set. I'm going to... what else did I say? Alright, so in addition to putting on that last little bit of eyeliner, I'm going to put on, like I said, a regular lipstick. This is just called Signature Color. Where did I get this from? It's an Ulta color. And I'm just going to... actually going to put this on with an eye applicator just to get... this one's an older lipstick. Just want to really get that. Perfectly painted Hollywood pout on. Alright, fantastic. So now with that darker burgundy on, you can just barely see that remaining harsh black line. It's still there, still holding everything together, but it's not as drastic, certainly, as it was when you saw the beginning. And then we're gonna do black. Black pencil liner, and I'm gonna go over it with just a tad liquid. Alright, so I know I said a little bit of eyeliner, but this is, again, what you're here for, what everybody expects from me. It's mean, evil queen makeup. And this is what I'm most content doing, which is really the most important part. So I'm just going to smoke out the littlest bit of this bottom here. Kind of tie it in with the rest of the look. I wish I had a lash to pop on, but alas, I think I do need to order some more. And I think one more time, I know, one last touch up, I want to blend in this white just a little bit better. This white up here is the only name brand eyeshadow that I used. This is Mr. Star shade Death Blow. This is up there with Drug Lord, which is of course aptly named as its little sister. Okay. I actually really like this, even though I'm already dewy, because it's 1,000,000 degrees. Aside from that, I feel like this is something I would definitely wear. So give me a sec, I'm gonna fluff my hair out, and I know it's not Marilyn colored, but... Okay, so... here we go. I kind of went from being in a ponytail and flat all day to, oh no, my eyeliner's running! Rude. Alright guys, it is definitely hotter than anticipated out because this is supposed to be a waterproof eyeliner and I'm suing it. No, I'm not suing. I'm not Jeffree Star, but yeah. So again, even though this witch is melting, I think this is, you know, a little bit more 80s glam Hollywood than intended, but quite like it. I think the next time I do like a true Marilyn, like true to form thing, I will try to do just a little bit more powder, and I'll keep the air conditioning on, even though I thought it'd be cooling down at this point in the day. Shows what I know. And there's no way, with this much powder on my face, like I already have, like you can see the difference. My stage makeup is not interested in helping a sister out today. Thanks for staying tuned. If you watched to the end, I really appreciate it. I do have curlers and everything else. I think next time I do Marilyn, I'll curl my hair and try and do it on a cooler day, because this is just, I think my lips are my favorite part of this look. I'm still a big fan of the white under eye. I like to do white under the brow bone anyway, but this is just... Anyway, no great makeup look goes unruined, right? Something like that. Alright, I'm gonna find my hair tie. I'm going to go right from this look into another video filming, So keep on watching. Look forward to seeing you back on the channel, and stay cool. Bye, guys.